Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this final episode of the CWC Cruiserweight Classic review. I will have, before we go into the final, I will have more videos for you. I plan on doing like high fives of the best CWC matches, the best CWC wrestlers, the best CWC moments. So even though the competition has finished, I'm still planning on doing a few more videos. Not sure when they'll be. It could be that they feature as part of like December, when I'm going to do a load of high five videos. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, really would appreciate it if you could. As I said, just because the CWC is finished doesn't mean that you know, the videos about it have. Right, well, let's get to the final, shall we? There's plenty to talk about. I've got to be honest, I didn't make many notes for the two semi-finals. I did it on purpose. I wanted to watch them and enjoy them, and I knew this video was going to focus on the final match more so I haven't got a great deal of stuff to actually go through. I would say that both semi-finals were excellent. Probably say that Ibushi against TJ Perkins was the better of the two, but very close. I really enjoyed Gran Metali against Zack Sabre Jr. I was disappointed that Zack Sabre went out, but you know, I think the bigger shocker was Ibushi going out. I think we all pretty much expected him to win this. In truth though, it shouldn't have been a massive surprise, because Zack Sabre and Ibushi won't be joining the Raw Cruiserweight division, or certainly I've seen no announcements that they are doing that. But Gran Metali and TJ Perkins are... there's a lot of hype around this final, and so it makes perfect sense to put, you know, two guys into it that are going to feature on Raw. And also Cedric Alexander and Noam Dar. Again, no great surprise. They should be going up to that Raw division, and they were the opponents for DIY. I really don't like that as a name. DIY. Gargano and Ciampa, basically. What I can say, the other bits can talk about, a real hot start in that Zack Sabre Gran Metali match. Gran Metali just came flying out, didn't he? I mean, there was a drop kick, and I think he did a plancher onto the outside, and it was really quick. I mean, Zack Sabre was doing some of his best reversal work, some beautiful submission holds. I'm not sure if this was Zack Sabre's best match. His match against Drew Gulak was very good. But I think it probably was, actually. I think this probably was Zack's best match. And it was great. TJ Perkins, Ibushi, real, you know, lots of close calls. I think, was that... No, it's the tag match, wasn't it, where the ref counts 3, and he does count 3, but it gets given as a 2. Yeah, that was the tag match. But the shock of Ibushi going out really made that other semi-final. Well, and you know, I mean, it was brilliant. I've got to be honest though. Out of the 4 competitors left, TJ Perkins was the one that I wanted to win least of all, and that's a massive surprise for me, because I was a big fan of his going into this tournament. But I think for me, in the early rounds, he was doing too much showboating and too much, you know, dabbing, and I was going to do it then. There you go. Yeah, he was doing too much of that, and it's good to do it like once in a while. But he was doing it a couple of times in every match, and the fact that he always won with the knee bar, it was, I don't know, I wanted a bit more variety. And so, as he has done all throughout this competition, he causes a major upset. I say that because I thought it was a major upset when he knocked out Johnny Gargano. So he was the underdog, wasn't he? He was the underdog that just kept finding a way. His run to the final was insane. Like, he really had to go through a lot of talent to get to the final. And in the final as well. So yeah, those were the semi-finals. The tag match I thought was fantastic, maybe the strongest match. I don't think the final was quite to the level of the semi-finals, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I thought the tag match was incredible. It was non-stop. Loads of great spots. That 3 count as well. It is absolutely a 3 count. I don't know how the ref can say it's only a 2. But yeah, that was wonderful, and I think it's mouth-watering to see, you know, the kind of matches that can be put on in that cruiserweight division. Gargano and Ciampa pick up the victory. Didn't mean a great deal. I was under the impression they were actually fighting the Revival, but no, apparently they've got to beat these guys to show they're worthy of facing the Revival again. It was just a way of showcasing Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander. So yeah, it was great. It was absolutely brilliant. I really would put it up there in. I'm thinking about my top 10. You know, top 10 matches of the year. No, I don't think anything at this stage is going to knock Ibushi Alexander off my number 1. And Gargano against Ciampa, I think, is probably my number 2. So yeah, it's been incredible. This whole thing has been incredible, and that brings us to the final. Just before the final, Triple H comes out. You have to check out my reaction video. I honestly thought he was going to announce himself as the winner, but he came out and unveils the new title belt, which I'd heard rumoured, and it's grown on me. It's grown on me. It's got like a UFC like vibe to it. It's different to the other titles, which is cool. I like it. So yeah, it's growing on me. The match, the final. I mean, I've got my notes. An octopus hold and a muta lock from TJP, a suicide dive from Gran Metali, a surfboard stretch by Gran Metali that was absolutely amazing. Hurricanrana, oh my god. Hurricanrana from the ring to the outside by TJP, right? That was bettered by a running Frankensteiner from Gran Metali. I mean, that surely will feature in my top 5 CWC moments. Springboard elbow by Metali, a missed running shooting star by TJP, a huge chop and a drop kick to the knee. A DDT as well. It was not a massive spot, but it was just great to see a DDT get hit, and I honestly wanted that to be how someone won. All these flips and tricks, and you know, someone wins it with a clothesline. That would have been brilliant. But a knee bar reversed into a pin for 2 for Gran Metali. Everyone at this point on their feet. This is awesome chance. Gran Metali goes up. I think he was going for the Metali driver, and basically doesn't hit it. Knee bar, taps. I mean, he had no choice. He was bang in the middle of the ring, and there was no way out, you know, and that was it. TJ Perkins wins, and I was deflated. But he was someone I wanted to win at the start, and I suppose just because people came along that I viewed as better in-ring performers shouldn't take away from what TJ Perkins put in. You know, 18 years, was homeless, desperately tried to make it with the WWE, going to the Performance Center and not getting the breaks, and he finally does it, you know. And there was a nice moment where Triple H kind of leans in and said a few words, and I don't know what they said, and that's between them, but you kind of know the vibe of what it would have been, you know. You where you belong kind of a thing, and yeah, it's sad, isn't it? It's sad. It's not the person that I wanted to win it in the end. I really wanted Zack or Ibushi or Gran Metali. You know, TJ Perkins would be further down that list, but he's a worthy winner, and it's been a fantastic tournament. I mean, several of my matches of the year are as a result of this, and No, but rumours circulating a few months back that they might do it with the women, and I would love to see that. You know, a female kind of cruiserweight classic. I hope they do go down those roads. I think this has to be seen as a massive success, and there's no reason why they don't repeat it sometime soon. If not, it might be that we have to wait 12 months, but hey ho, it was a phenomenal show. I mean, it could be the best show of the year. It's certainly up there with Takeover Dallas for me. As if someone was to ask me what the two best shows were, or the best show of the year, Takeover Dallas or the CWC final. I mean, it was 2 hours, 4 matches, and every match delivered. Maybe the fact there was only 4 matches kind of takes away a little bit, but I don't know, it was brilliant, wasn't it? Right guys, that is it. But as I said, it's not the end. There will be high five videos coming up, I'm not sure when, to do with the CWC. And as I said, you know, this doesn't have to be goodbye. I'm not going anywhere. But you can still watch the Cruiserweights on the Raw reviews that I will be doing. And it's all very close to my heart, so I certainly won't be skirting over any details. I'm very much looking forward to talking about how they've stepped up from CWC, and rumours of, you know, will Ibushi join at some point? Will Zack Sabre join at some point? We'll have to see. Thanks for joining me, guys, on this. Really do appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the final, and CWC you later. Bye for now.